Today we're going to make some little baguettes. My sister's having soup for a baby shower for my niece, so we're going to try to make some bread. So how I do it, and I'm sure there's probably some awfully good bread bakers out there that do it better, but this is just me. 3.5 cups of flour. All-purpose works. I like the bread flour. It's got a little more protein to work with in it. So let me see. I'm going to need about a spoon of salt. I like the non-iodized kind, sea salt, but I'm sure regular salt will work. Now for our yeast, and I like to use good water for bread too. For our yeast, room temperature or slightly warm water works good, but you got to be really careful because you'll kill it. So, spoon of yeast, and we're going to feed that a little bit of sugar. Our dry mix also gets a spoon of sugar, so the yeast has something else to eat. We'll give him a little bit of sugar. Well, he's got some food. Now we're going to let this sit about 10-15 minutes. It'll foam up when it's ready. You can do it dry. I just like to jump start mine. Seems like it works a little faster. All right, I'll bring you back when we go to stir it. All right, our yeast is foamed up. It's ready to go in. So you can go in here with your hands, a fork, a regular whisk. I got this fancy dough whisk from my sourdough bread that I make. I think it does real well. But I just about always end up going in with my hands anyways. So, all right, we'll put our yeast in. Now we've got it active and happy. Stir it in. All right. We'll start adding some of our water. Usually takes about 2 cups. A bottle of water is just about right. The water we have here in city water is just foul. It's horrible. I think pool water tastes better. Now what we're going to want to get out of this ultimately is a shaggy dough. And naturally we have to get half of it all over the counter. And those of you that have a KitchenAid can make this a whole lot easier. I figured I'd make it with what most people had. Now, let's go in with our hands and see what we got. I've got this a little crooked. Now, you can let this raise for about an hour on the counter for a first raise before we separate it and shape it. Or, I like to all right, let's see what we got now. That's what we're looking for. So we're about doubled. Let me get my scraper. Now we're going to split this in half. What that red thing is. Some red fuzz on it somewhere. All right. There's one. All right. Oh. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to eat any of these. Since I've been sick, I probably gained 15 pounds anyway, so probably need to stay away from the bread. But these are pretty, they're rustic, great for dipping oils, great for soup. I kind of like them once they set out a little bit and the skin gets a little tougher. You could probably stretch your dough 3 or 4 times with these like you do sourdough. I don't know how to build up your gluten strand and crust, but might work if you want to invest that much time in it. I think this way does pretty good though. Make great sandwiches. Just a quick, easy loaf. You can shape it however you want it, make it big as you want it. If you want to double it and use 7 cups of bread and make 2 giant ones, I'm sure you could. But I'll try to be back, make a few more videos here and there. Like I said, been sick, had to get like 2 pints and a little over drained off me, and kind of been staying in out of the heat, and I ain't really did a whole lot here lately. But I'll be back to cooking. Stuff like this is always pretty fun.